Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. So today's look is a Kylie Jenner inspired makeup tutorial. All of the Kardashians work with very neutral tones when it comes to their makeup, but they'll have something bold that makes it unique, whether it be like a bold lip or a bold liner, something like that. In this Kylie Jenner look, she has a very bold lip and a bold liner. So I think that's what really makes this look so cool, fun, and just really edgy, and I love that. Um, I did get new color over the weekend, and I was at Premiere, and that's a very big hair show for the United States. And Platinum Beauty hooked me up with a beautiful balayage and head of highlights, and it just looks so natural and so blended. So I would really recommend going to them if you want to get that beautiful color. Then they're located in Tampa, Florida. I'm just needing to spread the word because I'm just so happy with the look. So if you guys want to see how to get this Kylie Jenner look, then just keep watching. Let's get this started. My eyes are already primed and I'm going in with some tape. I'm going to be putting that, matching the outer corner of my eye kind of to like where the eyebrow meets, making a straight line, and then I like to check and see if both of those are level, because this technique, when we take off that tape, you're going to want it to be level. There's going to be a straight line there, but this allows us to get a little bit messy with our shadow. This is the Morphe 350 palette, and I'm picking up that shade on a nice fluffy brush on my Sigma brush, and I'm going to be using that as my transition shade. So I'm just going to be putting that onto the crease and a little bit above the crease as well, blending in circular motions. Now I'm going in with the other shade next to it in the Morphe 350, and I'm picking up my MAC 217 brush, and I'm kind of adding this, I'm adding it on the crease but also on the outer corner of the lid. So I'm just kind of smudging it down there, and I'm making mostly just circular motions. And I'm bringing that also into the, all the way from the inner corner to the outer corner, so we can get just more shade on that crease. And now I'm going in with kind of a burnt red color in the 350 palette, and I'm using that because she does have some cool tones on for this look, but she also has some warmth up on the outer part of the crease. So that's why I wanted to add that there. And then I'm also going in with that tangerine shade with the same MAC 217 brush, and I'm just going to add a little bit more warmth there. Now we are picking up that coral color because I just wanted to see a little bit more of a warm tone. So that's why I wanted to use that. And then I'm just taking any fluffy brush that has no product, and I'm just buffing that out. Take off my tape, and as you can see, it's a very straight line. This and now I'm going to be picking up some eye drops, and I'm using the Naked 2 palette, and we're going in there with the color Chopper. I actually know for a fact that a lot of the Kardashians use this color Chopper with the Urban Decay. They love this color from many of their looks. So maybe that's what Kylie is wearing here. It sure looked like it from the picture. So I put the eye drops onto the flat brush just so I can get a little bit more vibrancy. And now we are going in with the liner. The liner and the lip really make this look pop. So first, what I like to do with my liner, and I tried not to edit hardly any of this out for you all because I wanted you to see exactly how I did this application. I make a line for the upper lash line, and then I bring it up, and it's such a great way to do a nice winged liner whenever you have done the tape technique, because you can actually use that as like your manual of where you should be putting your line at. So it's really cool if you do that way. And then I'm going to be taking that in all the way. I usually don't take my liner in all the way, but I'm going to because that's exactly what she did here. And I'm just going to keep making it thicker and wider. So at first I make my initial shape, and then I go in and I guess I just edit it and make it more defined, more refined. So I take my line and I'm bringing that up, and I'm following the guideline of what the tape has shown us. And then I just make a triangle / wedge, and then I'm just bringing that down and just I find that whenever I just make a fast stroke like that, a nice fast long stroke, that it actually works a little bit better if you just go into it and you don't hesitate. A lot of makeup artists feel that way as well. And by the way, for my liner, I am using the Sigma eyeliner brush in E05, and I am also using the Maybelline gel liner in Blackest Black. So like you can see there, I am going in with the wedge, and I am bringing that up, and every time I bring the liner up, I make the wedge just a little bit wider, and this really helps to give you that look that you're wanting to go for, and it's going to help to make it look like more of a sharp liner, and it's going to give you the look that you want. And I always look at it from different angles because I feel like that is how I get a true read of what it looks like. And I'm going in with the Naked 2 palette, and I'm in the shade Blackout. And for this, I'm actually using the Sigma Small Angle E65 brush. And I am going to be buffing that liner out a bit. So I kind of flick the brush up, and I kind of, right here on the very wedge part of the liner, I'm just smudging that out. I'm just making straight motions, but then when I get closer to the lid, I start to go up a little bit more, and I start to flick the liner up. I feel like this technique gives you more of a softer look, and I find that this is exactly what she did for that look, because this looks a little bit more soft and feminine, and I feel like this technique, I've been getting a lot of compliments whenever I call this like kind of diffusing the line. We're just kind of blending the line and making it look not as harsh and just making it look a little bit softer, and I think that this just gives you so much more of a feminine look. So that's what I'm doing here. I'm just kind of buffing out that line and blending it out. Now we're going back in with the Morphe 350 palette, and we're picking up that bronzy shimmery shade, and I'm using the Morphe M562 brush. This is a very skinny brush, and it's great for little details like this. I'm just kind of packing that onto the outer corner and bringing it slightly into the crease. Although she does have a very matte look, for the most part, we all know that Kylie is known for her matte look. The eyes were very shimmery in this photo, so that's exactly what I'm doing here. I'm using a little bit of that shimmer on the outer edge, but for the majority, I am using more matte shades. And now I'm just kind of refreshing some of that liner there. Now we are going in, and we are using the Smoky palette, and we are in the shade Dirty Sweet. I love this shade because she did have a little bit of shimmer, and it was kind of bronzed out, and so that's why I wanted to add that onto the lid. And then I'm picking up the shade 13 as well to highlight. It's more of a matte vanilla shade, but with the shimmery, it makes sense to do that. And then I am picking up the Morphe 350 palette, and I'm picking up that dark shade with the MAC 217, and I'm just kind of buffing that into the crease. We're just kind of refreshing everything we did before because it got kind of diffused. And now I'm using a big fluffy brush, and then I'm just adding a little bit more curl to that. And as you can see, it blends, and it just gives you so much more dimension to take all these steps. And now we are priming the face with the Nivea for Men Post Shaving Balm. And now we will be going in with a very matte foundation, which makes sense because we are doing Kylie here. Let's get real. And this is the Infallible Pro Matte in the shade 105. This is great to blend in with the Kabuki brush. I think that they just go so well together. Now we are going to be concealing, and I'm going to be cleaning up that line there. I messed up there, and I wanted to show you guys how easy it is to clean up. So I just take a flat brush, and then I just smudge it out, and I pat it out with my finger and blend it in, and it's just perfect. It blends so well, and that's all you have to do to clean up your mistakes. And now I'm just highlighting and concealing, and I'm using, I'm in the shade Light Pale of the Age Rewind Concealer, and now I'm just blending it out with a damp beauty blender. Now I'm going in with the Bye Bye Pores Translucent Powder. I could go on and on about this powder, guys. I'm just using a fluffy brush here and just putting that underneath the eyes. But it's talc-free, this powder, so therefore it actually prevents wrinkles, and that's why it helps you with no creasing throughout the day. So I'm just obsessed with this powder, and I'm probably never going to turn back. And now I'm just kind of bronzing up, not bronzing, but I'm darkening the face with my Infallible Pro Matte Powder in the shade 200. It's a little bit darker than my concealer, so it just helps to give me a little bit more of a bronzed look. That I love to do that. And now I'm going in with the Chocolate Souffle Too Faced, and it's in the shade Medium Deep, and it's a nice matte bronzer. And I'm going to be bronzing out the forehead a little bit more and contouring out the forehead a little bit more today, because Kylie's forehead is a little bit smaller than mine, so I did want to contour it up a bit. Now when I bring the bronzer down on the cheeks like that, I'm bronzing, but I'm also leaving a little bit of an edge there on the back of the cheekbone to make it more of a contour. And then I'm picking up the Shade Light palette and just kind of contouring underneath the jawline. I go very far back, and I find that gives me a sharp jawline. And now I'm picking up that very light shade, and I'm starting to contour the nose. And I am just using my Sigma E55 brush for that. I contoured the nose a little bit differently today. I'm picking up the vanilla shade with my finger as usual, and I'm just putting that onto the top. Kylie's nose was a little bit more bronzed out, and I feel like this was a little bit more of a neutral type gray natural contour of the nose, so I switched it up. Right here on the flat brush, I'm just using a little bit of the bronzer that was left on there from the Too Faced Chocolate Souffle bronzer. And then I'm going to be blending that out with a little bit of powder. And I like to add, I just like to add different shades to make it look more and more natural. And then with the fluffy brush there, I actually have my bronzer on it. So I just wanted to bronze it out a little bit more today. And now I'm going in with Champagne Pop, and I'm putting that on the top, but I realized I wanted it to be a little bit lighter, so I just put a little bit more of the vanilla shade on there. And now I'm picking up a pink blush, and I'm kind of blushing on the cheeks, but then I'm going to bronze that out a little bit more because she had some color, but not too much. Now we're taking the dark shade in the Shade Light palette and contouring the lip. And we're also going to be taking, any pencil brush will do, but we're taking the dark shade in the Shade Light palette and we're putting this underneath the eye. She didn't have a lot going on down there, but she definitely did have a little bit of depth underneath on that lower lash line. Now we are going on to mascara, and I did kind of edit this out a bit because I put on, like, my mascara takes me like 5 or 7 minutes. Like, I'm always adding it so much more because I don't like to use a lot of fake lashes, so I just work with kind of what I got. I like fake eyelashes for special occasions, but that's about it. And now I'm putting that on the lower lash line because we all know Kylie Jenner definitely rocks some lower lashes. I always have too, so not much has changed, but I'm definitely adding a little bit more of that. And now I'm going in with this highlighter. It's Fergie, and I think it's in the shade, you know, I'm sorry, I can't remember, but it's by Fergie. Oh, it's Wet n Wild. And now we're going in with the star of the show. This lipstick is the Bomb.com. It's by Maybelline, and it's in the shade 696, and it's Burgundy Blush. It's a total matte finish, and I'm so happy I got to find this. I could go on and on about this, but it's just like the Kat Von D matte shade, except it's like $15 cheaper. And I would recommend, please go buy this. It's amazing. But it just gives you so much coverage. I am overlining a little bit for my lips, but I'm mostly just going on that vermilion border. Because it is Kylie, okay? Let's get real. And that's that. And now I'm just going to be finishing up the look by curling the lashes. I like to do them when they are dry from that mascara. And it gives me more of a fake lash look. So yeah, this look is finished. I hope you guys enjoy. Please subscribe and give me a thumbs up. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!